If you've ever wondered how karma works in relationships, specifically romantic relationships, then this is what this video is all about. I'm going to share a very personal, private story about how karma worked in my relationships, two relationships to be exact, and how karma kind of came back 10 years later and made me pay for what I had done in the first relationships, in the first relationship. And I'm going to talk about how you might be affected by karma in your relationships, how you're causing it, and how you might be suffering because of something you've done in the past, like breaking somebody's heart or whatever. So I'll start right away with my very personal story. It was way back when I was a teenager. It was actually my very first love. I was in high school, so I had a crush on this guy. I was 14, and eventually we started dating. He was like a jock and quite popular, and I was a bit shy, a bit nerdy. I went to a very white school, so I was one of the only non-white people there, so that was also adding to my shyness and so on. Anyway, we ended up dating, and we ended up being a really cool couple, and we were together for years, 4 years, 5 years, all the way until university. But then I got to university, and suddenly I was no longer the only dark-skinned person. Suddenly there were so many diverse people all around, and I was just so curious to get to know everybody, to get to meet new people, maybe even have a new relationship. So I broke up with that guy. The thing is, he's such a good guy. Like, he's so decent, he's so honest, he's so solid. And the way I broke up was, as any breakups go, especially when you're like a 20-year-old, or actually I was 18 or 19 or something when I broke up with him eventually in the first year of university, I probably didn't do it in the most sensitive way. Either way, he's such a good guy, it broke his heart, and we moved on, time went on, 10 years to be specific, 10 years went by. 10 years later, I fell in love again with another guy, and this guy was also the same nationality as the guy in high school, and funny enough, they even had the same name. They went by different, like, first half of the name versus second half of the name, but whatever, they had the same name, and I was totally in love with this guy. And what happened in the end is the second guy and I, 10 years later, we ended up breaking up. Now, the second time around, the guy kind of hurt me in the exact same ways, in the exact steps that I had hurt my high school boyfriend. I can't quite explain like the mirror. It wasn't like mirrored experiences, but it was really truly the same kind of pain, like such deep pain. He wanted, in this scenario, like 10 years later, my new boyfriend wanted new experiences, wanted to meet new people, wanted to expand his experiences and his the people in his life, whereas I was in the stage of life where I was trying to actually reel in, have fewer friends but more solid friends, and go out less or drink less, and just kind of really solidify my own personal private family unit. I'm not saying I was ready to like start a family or whatever, but so 10 years later, the new guy broke my heart in exactly the same way that I had broken the guy's heart 10 years earlier. So this is a very clear-cut example of how karma works. Karma comes back and makes you experience, really truly experience, the pain that you caused somebody else in the exact same way. No more, no less. It's going to be exact, because karma is all about balance. It's going to equal out in the end. And we currently are in, if you know anything about yoga, we're currently in the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga, it's an era, it's like a phase of time where time speeds up, where things are sped up, people's lifespans are sped up. If you just look around, like there's a new iPhone every year. What? That's crazy. That's just time. Everything's moving so fast. And so is our karma. Our karma is getting burnt really, really fast. So in another time, maybe it would have taken another lifetime until I would pay back that karma, that pain that I caused my high school boyfriend. But in this age, it's coming back so much quicker, and the same is happening to you. So you might have hurt somebody. Let's say you broke up with somebody, or you had a breakup with a friend, which I made a video about. I'll link to it somewhere in the screen or down below. Please have a look at that. But if you did that and you caused pain, the karma is going to come back much quicker, and you're going to get a chance to pay it off in this lifetime. And this is a good thing, so don't be scared. This is a good thing, because after you've paid it off, you're going to be equal. You're going to be like back to square one. You're going to be balanced. You're going to be cleansed in a way. So you can start fresh. So you're more purified after this experience. After you get to pay back your karma, you get rid of any guilt on your shoulders, or you can get rid of any heavy feelings. So this is how karma works these days, and specifically in romantic relationships. I actually wrote this whole story out, plus a few more personal stories about how karma worked out in my life, and how karma also can be identified by you in very simple steps, like what you have done, or if somebody has done something to you and you're curious about what karma do they have now. Somebody broke your heart into a million pieces and you want to know, are they going to pay for their karma? The answer is yes, but the full answer is on my blog, so check it out. Just go on Google and search "the life stir bad karma for breaking someone's heart," and you'll find the post. So this is what my channel is all about. It's about fixing your relationships with people and getting people to like you. So that's what you can expect here. Please subscribe if you want more of this, and let me know in the comments if you've had such an experience where you may have broken somebody's heart and then somebody did the same thing to you in the exact same way, because that's an example of real life karma, and more people need to know that it's real and it exists. So when you share your story in the comments, others will read it and they'll be like, okay, I'm not alone. And I'll see you next time.